Always delighted to have Bryan Platt with us, and today's a very special day. We want to talk about a couple of things, and we're going to Skype in a special guest from up north to talk with us as well. But Bryan, your annual fundraiser coming up.
It is. Once again, everybody, I think this is year number 10 or 11 for our fundraiser for Jackson County Right to Life.
Right.
And of course, the format is we sell 250 $10 tickets, which essentially results in a $2,500 income to the chapter. And this year, due to the very generous donations, a couple of people, we have underwritten the cost of a $1,000 cash prize to the winner of the raffle. Ooh. And so the tickets are now available. People can call me. We're on the honor system. We'll mail you the tickets. You can mail us a check. And we need to wrap this all up by Friday, which is July whatever at the county fair. We'll have Jerry do the drawing live on the Dove that day. And so buy one ticket, or if you bought all 250, you'd almost be a certain winner. I mean, you know, it may not be the greatest investment scheme in the world, but it goes to a great cause, Jackson County Right to Life, and it operates our chapter for the next year.
All right. The phone number is 821-4773 if you want to get some tickets, 821-4773. All right, let's get this initiative, petition number 6. What are we doing here?
Well, I'm sure many of the Dove listeners and viewers remember 2 years, well, it's actually last year, 2012, where a group from Corvallis headed by Jeff Jimerson just had the Lord just laid it on their heart to create a ballot initiative that would amend the Oregon State Constitution. And the goal was to ban the use of taxpayer money to fund elective abortions in Oregon. And so we began this process, met with Jeff, had a really strong group of people down here that we went around. Jeff has this great organization. We'll talk to him about that. But ultimately, Perry, we came up with only about half of the signatures that were required to get the initiative on the November 2012 ballot. Only about half.
Wow.
And that was true even in Jackson County, where we had a goal of around 10,000 signatures and we got about 5,000. So be that as it may, you know, it's in the Lord's hands, and there was a lot of positive things, and I think Jeff will talk to those. But so here we are again. We have more time. Jeff has done quite a bit of work behind the scenes over the course of this last 6 months or a year, and we're looking forward to getting this thing on the 2014 ballot. And again, the mission would be to block the use of taxpayer money to fund elective abortions in the state of Oregon. And interestingly, in Jeff's literature this year, last time we were using a ratio of public funded abortions in Oregon of being about 1 out of every 3 abortions that occurred in Oregon. Now it's up or down, whichever way you want to look at that, but now it's still 1 out of every 2 is funded by our taxpayer money. 11 babies die every day in Oregon using taxpayer funded money.
Wow. Let's go check in with Jeff right now. We're going to Skype him in from Corvallis. He's the chief petitioner. Hi, Jeff. How you doing, my friend?
Hi, good morning.
All right. Is that true? 11 abortions will be funded by Oregon taxpayers today.
Yeah, it is. There are about 4,000 taxpayer-funded abortions every year in the state of Oregon, and most people just don't know this is happening. You know, this is all through the Oregon Health Plan, and you know, anyone on the Oregon Health Plan can get as many free abortions as they wish.
All right. So, what is your goal, and what is the timeline to get these signatures?
Well, our goal is to gather 150,000 signatures. We need actually 116, but we're building ourselves a buffer. So, you know, when the Secretary of State throws away signatures, we'll have some extras. And we need these, actually, we have some time, as Bryan mentioned. We need 150,000 signatures by next spring. So we have about 11 months from today. And we're just trying to recruit people to help on this effort.
All right, so Bryan, what do they do? What are you doing?
Well, to begin with, anybody that wants to grab a petition right now and get going, bless their heart, let's get started on this. It's never too early. And I actually was speaking with Jeff by email, and we're going to have a slug of petitions headed our way. We have a few in the valley, but we don't have the quantities that we're hoping that we need. But why don't people either call me or go on to the www.oregon2014.org website, and they can order their own petition form. But we need to get these things going. Now, having said that, we've actually got a date scheduled for Monday, August 19th that is geared towards people who want to take a little bit more of a proactive response to this thing, and that is become actual petition gatherers, signature gatherers, not just signing their own one-liner and mailing it in, but going out and Jeff, I mean, is it safe to say if everybody that had signed in 2012 had one person additional sign, we'd have been on the ballot in 2012?
Yeah,
I mean, we had half.
Yeah, that's a really good way to look at it. You know, we had 70,000 people sign this petition last year, and those were collected all by volunteers. There were about 2,500 people who went and collected signatures, whether it was 2 signatures or, you know, up to several hundred in some cases. But we just need more people. Yeah, one person to get 2 signatures, you know, that would have done it.
All right. Hey, Jeff, what does the actual petition say?
Well, it's pretty simple. It simply says no taxpayer money will be used to pay for public, no public money will be used to pay for abortions, except when medically necessary or as may be required by federal law. And we go on to define what some of those terms mean. You know, the Secretary of State and the Attorney General, who we work with to craft the ballot title, we needed to define terms like what does used to pay mean, what does abortion mean, what does medically necessary mean. So all of that information is again on our website at Oregon2014.org.
All right. So back to Monday, August 19th. That is a day for those of you who are interested in our listening and viewing area to work with Bryan to actually become petition carriers themselves.
Yeah. Jeff's coming down. Maybe Lee's coming. I don't know, Jeff, but they have got it. I'll tell you, we've been involved in a lot of petition drives over the years, Perry, and these guys are seeking God's direction and God's will for this thing like nobody. I mean, it's been a blessing to get to know these guys and know that, you know, again, regardless of the outcome, I mean, we've been through this a dozen times, that the Lord has His hand in this thing. And so we want to, I guess we're reaching out to people right now, Perry, maybe that just put their name on the petition last year and called it good. We're reaching out to them. Come to First B on August 19th. Become a circulator. Okay. We only got 5,000 signatures in Jackson County, Perry. I mean, we should have had 10,000 people beating the door down asking to get a hold of these petitions, and instead we had 5,000 signatures signed. So we need to get these people in and get them involved as circulators, not just as individual signers.
All right, let me tell you, those listening and viewing in Curry County, Douglas County, and Klamath County, you can get a hold of Bryan as well, and he'll tell you what to do if you're listening or watching in those areas as well. And Jeff, it's coming up on fast. I want to know, is this, again, something that churches can allow in their foyers? Absolutely, yeah. We had probably 300 to 400 churches last year help us gather signatures. So there's no issues with concerns over tax-exempt status. This is really significantly different than, say, endorsing a political candidate, which is not allowed. You know, any church can circulate the petition, and we really need pastors to get behind this and encourage their body to sign this petition. All right. Hey, Jeff, thanks for what you're doing. Thanks for letting us Skype you in this morning. God bless you. You're in our prayers, and look forward to having you in the studio someday soon, okay? I would love to. Okay, thank you very much. All right, and thanks, Bryan, Jeff. You're the contact. What do we do? How do they get call me, 821-4773. All right, that's either to buy a ticket for the raffle. That's right. Or to get signed up to become a petition carrier for this project called 2014, and you can go to 2014.org and get more information. Hang in there, bud. Thank you, Perry. All right, we'll be right back.